Alright, alright. Okay, story about George, okay. First of all, when I moved from Salton City to San Diego, back to San Diego, and I went to go apply a Honda dealership because that's all I knew, how to work on Hondas. I wound up going to El Cajon, and the dudes, like, they didn't even look at me. They're like, pound sand. So I wound up going up to Poway Honda, and Brad Bradshaw was the shop manager, and he was like, he hired me on the spot. God bless his soul. I don't know what he saw in me, but he was like, "When can you start?" I was like, "Shit, I can start tomorrow." Bam! Like, I think like 2, 3 weeks later, I got the job, and I go into the shop, and there's this little fucking young punk kid. Like, he's tall, skinny ass fucking kid. I mean, but beautiful fucking hair and clean cut kid though. I mean, he was a good looking kid, and cocky motherfucker, just cocky. And nobody in the shop fucking liked him. Like, they fucking hated this kid because he was so cocky. And I started like just watching him and listening to him, and fucking kid was smart as fuck, man. Like, he knew his shit. Like, when we talk about cars or I see his work, not only was he good, he was fast, you know, and he always had this competitive thing in him. And to me, he was just, oh, he was entertaining as fuck. Like, this kid has so much energy, and I realized, like, this kid's he's going places. Like, he's not only has a brain on him, he's young and he's a hustler. Like, he's doing things. So I would work with him, and we would work together, and they just thought they like a lot of people didn't like us because we were always kicking it. And I would tell them, nah, fuck them, dude. Let them hate. Just make your money, dude. This is all it's about. These are some of the tricks about making money, shit. And yeah, he was a fucking hustler, man. This kid he was just out flagging people like crazy. And that's how I met little George, and when we started kicking it. Well, some of the shit little George would do, he would do, that it was just, oh my god, man, this dude was out of fucking control. Okay, this is the kind of shit I like had to deal with this kid because I eventually became the team leader, and he would work on my team. Like, I had to watch out for this kid, and this is like a freaking 21-year-old kid, like loose cannon, and oh man, I gotta put it. It's like, dude, it's like I had another child. This fool, this fool had some sweats that he would put on at work, and he would wear like this fucking underwear, and he had like this cowboy hat on, and he would walk around, and he would just yank the shit out of these fucking he just yanked the shit out of these fucking sweats, and he just start fucking dancing in front of the text, and I was like, oh my god, dude, what the fuck is this dude doing? And fucking people would fucking flip out, man. And I had to go over there and like, dude, like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? And he's just like, nah, just keep watching, dude. And I was like, dude, calm down. And he's like, nah, man, just keep watching. And he's fucking fist pumping, running around the shop, and like he's trying to freak on everybody. And I was like, man, this fucking kid, dude. That was little George, man. Always fucking causing fucking a scene, man. A fucking scene. Every day with this fool, it was like, oh man, I swear God put this dude on earth to make me laugh because every time I see him, fuck, he has me on the ground. And then, okay, all right. Another story about George. Okay, so uh, George was this really, really fucking nut freak. I mean, this dude was like, he was cut, man. This dude was like fucking just. I mean, you'd see this kid and you're like, damn, that motherfucker's a beast, And he was like a fucking, I'm telling you, this like a real good looking kid, built and shit, and he knew it. Like, this motherfucker was cocky, and One day we go into the dressing room to change, and this motherfucker drops his pants, and I was like, "What the fuck?" This dude had the biggest fucking chicken legs, I like longest chicken legs I ever seen. I was like, "Oh shit, motherfucker! Did you forget fucking leg day?" And as soon as I started laughing, it's like he fucking knew. He's like, "Motherfucker, you're laughing at my chicken legs, aren't you?" I was like, "Nah, man. I didn't even realize that." Oh man, that's the kind of shit we had. Okay. Now our third and final story. This one little short. I'm telling you, to beat this kid at the Battle of Wits was fucking impossible. He always had one up on me. We used to get, I think it was these used cars used to come. It was like used cars or you know what, to be honest, I don't know where this thing came from, but it was like a dog bone, but it had two different colors. It had a yellow and I think like a blue or something. It was like a little dog, two little dog bones connected together, but it's found its way to our shop. And as a gag, me and little George started messing with each other. Like I was sticking his toolbox, he was sticking in my lunch bag, like I'd go and stick it in his locker, in his shirt pocket. Later on I would find it fucking like a week later, I'd find it like, somewhere in my car. And then I think I hung it like one time. I think I hung it under the back of his. I hung it off the back of his bumper, and he drove home. He drove home with that little freaking thing. He drove home with it. And then he drove back to work. The next day when he came back to work, he had the little thing in his hand. He's like, motherfucker, you didn't. So you didn't think I was gonna catch you, did you? I was like, fuck. I was like, okay, you got it, Motherfucker kills it, man. Kills it. This fool winds up taking that little thing, cuts a picture out of my face, puts little arms and legs, and fucking poses me doing all this stupid shit and makes a Facebook account for me off this little fucking thing. And not only makes an account, befriends all these fucking people, and starts taking this little fucking fist pump looking thing, dildo, and just starts taking pictures with random people and beers and just, I mean, this fucking had likes on it, like it had comments, and I was like, fuck, you there's no way to top that one. I give it to that dude. Like, fuck, dude, you probably one of the only motherfuckers that's outwitted me. That was good ass shit. That's fucking little George.